Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting edition on a Monday night of Omnibros Live, part of the Omnibus Collectors Network. It's your boy OCN here, joining you for another epic installment where we're going to talk about what we've read, what we've bought, if we've bought anything, and of course, all the exciting previews, all the exciting collected editions that are coming out this week at your retail stores, local comic shops, all that fun stuff. But before we get with all of that, I got to introduce my wonderful co-host, Comics Guide. How you doing, buddy?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's it going, man? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I was literally an hour ago lying right over there, almost falling asleep. And I said, I need to do the show so I can't fall asleep because I am super tired. So I literally just shot up myself with adrenaline out of nowhere, and I'm ready to do the show.
Awesome,
so
bro.
welcome, everybody.
That's awesome. You drank coffee? What do you drink? Cuban or Puerto Rican coffee? Like what? Or not a coffee guy at all?
No, if it has to be like something super special, like I'm at a restaurant or something like that. But I typically try and stay away from caffeine.
No energy drinks either.
No.
Yeah, I'm
All
the same.
natural, baby.
I'm the same way. As far as energy drinks go, I'm the same way. Coffee, Cuban. I'll drink Cuban coffee, but it has to be. I have to be in the mood for it. You know.
Yeah. Although I do have a little Keurig machine, and I usually drink one of the cups. I like to buy the most random mystery flavor, crazy white people coffee stuff with like crazy the other day it was like a blueberry pie coffee thing. It wasn't bad, but then I had like blueberry aftertaste for a good 3 hours. I'm like, oh, this is terrible. But I find it funny to have all the little cups with the wild flavors. That's cool. But that's strictly on weekdays for work and stuff like that. But outside of work, I don't do coffee.
Yeah, because you got to be in the studio early, right? You're one of the first ones there.
Third one there, from like 8 in the morning all the way up to 5 in the afternoon. So when I leave, I am tired of staring at a computer all day. So sometimes when I'm here doing this show, I'm like, whew, I gotta breathe deep in and chug on through with the show because it's tiresome. You would think you would not be tired after staring at a computer all day, but yeah, you get pretty tired.
Oh, dude, my wife has an office job, so yeah, she has the same schedule you do. She's got to be in at 8, leaves at 5, and she by the time gets here, she's just done for the day.
Yeah. Ooh, wait a minute. This is totally random. Jeff, thank you so much. You just remembered that I have to do something regarding Mamas and the Papas. So let me do that. Wait a minute. I totally forgot about that. Don't worry about it. It technically doesn't have to do with Mamas and Papas, the music group, but you reminded me of something. So thank you, buddy. Thank you, everybody, for joining. You guys are awesome. Cool, all that fun stuff. So yeah, before we get on with the hauls and reads and all that stuff, all the books that we're going to talk about tonight, all the previews, of course, are brought to you by our wonderful sponsor. That is, of course, InStockTrades.com, making it happen. Your home for all things collected editions, whether it be an omnibus, manga, trade paperback, soft cover edition of your choosing, whatever it may be, you get it at InStockTrades.com. Weekly deals, daily deals, even discounts up to 50 to even 60% off. You got to check the homepage on InStock Trades for all the fun details. Up to $50 in your order, or more than $50, I should say, gets you free shipping, fantastic customer service, and wonderful packaging at InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Shout out to them. Also, quick reminder, next Monday, we will be doing the gift card giveaway valued at $50, courtesy of InStockTrades.com. So come back for that show as well. See if you can win on that raffle. Is it a raffle? Giveaway? Whatever. Drawing. To see if you can win that $50 gift card. Open to anybody. No no matter where you're from, you can participate and win that cool gift card and buy some cool books.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't done this in a while because it's been a while since I've been live on the show. But why don't we do a little plug for Patreon? Let's get some people involved there.
Yeah, man. Patreon.com/omnibroslive. This Saturday, that is correct. This coming Saturday, Gabe and I will be doing a Patreon hangout. So what is that? It means that for $5 a month, you get to hang out with Gabe and I once a month, and this Saturday happens to be that day, where we do kind of a Zoom call with all of you guys. You shoot the shit. We have a great time. It usually lasts about an hour to 2 hours. And it's really, you get to ask us any questions, anything you want regarding personal life, anything you want regarding comics or anything like that. And we will go ahead and be happy to answer that. We've got hours and hours of content that's located down below in the description at patreon.com/omnibroslive. And all the content that we have pre-recorded is archived as well. So it's all on there. You get to join us and you have a good time. Come on. What else are most of you guys doing on Saturday night?
Exactly. You could be sitting there alone reading books, but go check out the Patreon thing and you can read books with other people involved. Cool people.
We always have a good time. It's always fun.
Yeah. I highlighted this earlier by mistake, but I'm going to read it anyways. The Collector, Geo, my OCD is kicking in with manga. I'd like to hear that. That's what I'd like to hear. Good. Hopefully it doesn't drag you down, if that makes sense. Lionheart, Geo, did you see the small trailer for Street Fighter 6? Yes, I did. It's just a small little teaser. I don't understand why people are so upset about it. We don't even know if that's going to be the finished look. It's just a CG teaser trailer. And that has happened before where the finished product is different. Obviously, the logo sucks, but everything else I dug. Okay, cool. I like that Street Fighter, each or almost each version has a distinct art style to it.
Yeah.
So I was expecting that to happen, and I like that they're using the Resident Evil engine thing to make this. So yeah, a bunch of buff dudes and hot chicks fighting it out in the streets. What's not to love?
I'm good with that.
But we're going to talk about that. I was going to say Wednesday, because another announcement in that round of announcements from Capcom is much more exciting, and I am super pumped about it. But we're here to talk about books, not about video games. Sorry, guys. You have to wait until media night when we do that stuff. Certainly not playing Elden Ring. Am I right, folks? Don't get into the hype. People are hyped as hell for that book.
I have taken Friday off specifically for that and a dental cleaning, but I have taken it off so I can play Elden Ring.
Yeah. And I need to turn the fans on because it is pretty hot. Okay. Ghostly is watching Back to the Future 2. I mean, you could pause it and watch us, but I'll forgive you. I agree, Gio. I don't like the new logo. However, I'm excited about Street Fighter 6. Yeah, looks fun. I mean, it's just like 30 seconds. It gave me nothing. Just a buff Ryu fighting against the new dude from America. Okay. You see his toes. If you're into the feet stuff, you're gonna like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, speaking of feet, hauls. Did you haul anything? It doesn't have to be books. It could be gaming, shoes. I don't
know. Nothing really, man. I mean, this is more for media night, but I've been playing Horizon, so I've been doing that. I've got that. I know I broke my vow of saying, yeah, I'll wait till like a month or two later. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go ahead and get it now. So I've been playing that. I've been enjoying the hell out of that.
Nice.
But we'll save that for media night.
Yeah, baby.
And yeah, just kind of doing what everybody else is doing. I'm waiting for Elden Ring to drop this Friday. Can't wait.
I am going to hold off on Horizon. It looks amazing. And I think finally a PlayStation 5 worthy game is out from what I've seen. But I'm going to wait. I'm in no rush because I have 100 different Switch games and stuff to get through. So like I can wait. Aloy's not going anywhere.
Dude, it is. My backlog is huge, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. Right now, I have Halo Infinite. I have that. I just put that in the backlog. I have because I just got a Switch, not a Switch, Series S. So I have Halo Infinite queued up. I have um
You get Game Pass?
Dying Light 2. Absolutely, you
Nice.
might as well. Yeah, I have Dying Light 2, Elden Ring. I've got the Pokemon game. I've got fucking Horizon. And next week, Elden Ring comes out, which I've said this before. When Elden Ring comes out, everything just takes a backseat to that.
So I think, I don't know if the chat would like to see this, but I think for a Thursday comic talk episode or whatever, whenever we do it, I think it would be a fun idea to go over our backlog when it comes to books and stuff like that.
That'd be cool.
Speaking of that, because I have same with that list of games, I have a crap ton of books that I have not read. And you guys will be surprised. Like, really? You haven't read that? Yeah, I haven't.
Well, what typically ends up happening for me, because my schedule, I don't work summers. I just save money on the side, and I kind of live off of that for the summer.
Yeah.
Is all the stuff that I have a huge backlog of, I pretty much get through most of it during the summer. So things like the new season of Attack on Titan, which I want to watch, I'll probably watch it this summer. Some of the games like Dying Light 2 and stuff like that, I'll probably get through that this summer.
Nice. Shorty Larson says, I just started Sleeping Dogs. Is that the video game or a comic? Or a comic based on a video game or a video game? Because I remember a Sleeping Dogs video game. Let me know, Shorty. Lou, on the subject of Game Pass, you should download and play Death's Door. It's a Dark Souls type of game.
I'll check it out.
There you go. So, Halls, I only got 2 books in. Surprise, surprise, manga. However, I am looking into getting a couple graphic novels soon, so chill out, manga haters. Here is, this already came out a while ago, back in early December of 2021. It is from the Junji Ito story collection, Deserter. The funny thing was, I made my December order and I totally forgot about this. And then I saw people in haul videos like, oh, I got Deserter, Junji Ito. I'm like, why didn't I get it? And then I'm looking through the list. I'm sure I got it. No, I completely forgot to order it. So thankfully it was still in stock. And I got it from the folks at In Stock Trades. So you can get it for cheap. That was a cool order I made. And here is some of the art. Oh, no, that's, I can show this. Here's some of the art, some very early Ito stories. I have not read these yet. However, if you are going for a complete set, because I know that's a thing in this community, you got to get this because it has his earlier works, and you can really see how rough some of the character designs are and how it evolves into what we know about Junji Ito if you follow the man's career. So it's pretty cool. Let me see if I can find something gross because that's what people like to see, right? Oh, there we go. Somebody's got something coming out of their mouth. Yeah, this is disgusting. Look at that. Right, look at that.
Oh, that is.
I don't know what's happening, but it looks like one of those sponges from underwater with a big butthole. There we go. That's not something you were expecting to hear on a Monday night. Sponge butthole. Oh, look at that. This is pretty bloody. I don't know what's happening, but you got severed limbs or heads. I don't know what's happening. Everybody's covered in blood. Happy Monday, everybody. God bless. So I got this. The spine is pretty interesting. I like that it's fading away, although that's kind of cheap, honestly. The design of it. And for my continuing collection, I got Gantz Omnibus Volume 8.
Wow.
So, what was that?
What's the total collection amount? How many are there?
This is the latest one of the Omnibus editions, and I think the total will be either 12 or 13 total.
Okay.
Because it's 32 volumes plus 1 or 2 more of a side story or a prequel story at the end. So it should be either 12 or 13. I have not read this yet. This is my first read through of Gantz, so I am not up to date, even though the manga ended ages ago. But I'm pretty excited to continue this because Volume 7 ended on a cliffhanger, and I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just looking randomly for an image that's not. I think I can show this. Yeah. Hopefully, there's no nudity. But yeah, Gantz is pretty cool, pretty dope, as the kids say. And this arc, guys, I love Japanese folklore and yokai, and I was not expecting Hiroya Oku to play with my emotions in this arc, the Okinawa arc, I think it's called, where you get some very not safe for work depictions of famous yokai. I was not expecting that because I'm used to like Rokurokubi, for example, the long necked woman. I'm used to seeing her in stuff like Kitaro, which is more family friendly. This ain't it, guys, because this is a lot more hardcore and pretty NSFW. So thank you, Oku. Thank you for that. But I'm excited. Art's great. I mean, look at this. I don't know what's happening, but I don't know if you can appreciate that, but it's pretty freaking awesome. Gantz overall is pretty cool. I can't wait to talk about it either here on my channel or whatever. And did I get anything else? I got, I don't have it here with me, but I did get Dragon's Crown on PlayStation 4, if anybody's interested, which is an Atlas pixel art beat 'em up game. And it looks really, really freaking awesome. I saw somebody streaming on it on Twitch. I'm like, damn, this looks amazing. I want to check it out. And turns out it got a remaster on PS4 because it was originally for PlayStation 3, but it looks amazing nonetheless.
That's one of the things I want to do this summer. Is I want to start Twitch streaming, since I'll have time. Do a couple hours every morning. I think that'd be pretty cool to get that going.
Yeah, I mean, you already have how many years of experience streaming on YouTube, so you're good. Yeah. Although the audience can be a little bit different because it's not the same as talking about books and chatting. Here, you gotta play and chat and keep tabs with everything. But I'm rooting for you, and when you're doing that, give us the link and we'll plug it here so everybody can join and subscribe or follow or whatever they call it over there.
Yeah, I don't think anything will come of it, but it'll be fun. You
got to view it as a hobby first, and if it catches on, it'll do wonders. Yeah, because I've streamed at random hours, and even though nobody's watching, I had fun. I'm like, this is really cool. The fact that I'm playing a game and potentially somebody might stumble in, I'm like, oh, look at that guy playing a game. I was playing Metroid Dread and did horribly, but the fact remains, it's pretty fun once you get started. Dragon's Crown, I have that on Vita. Yes, it was on Vita, but I never owned one or a PlayStation Portable, so this is my first time, and it looks pretty cool. There's also a visual novel that I want to get, and I'm totally derailing the conversation, but there's a game, I don't know if you guys remember it. It came out on the Nintendo DS called 999, 9 doors, 9 something, and 9 another thing. It's a mystery crime solving visual novel that was sort of an underrated gem on the DS, and it had 2 sequels. 2 out of the 3 games, 2 of them are really expensive nowadays because they're considered retro, and I was not going to pay that amount. And then I learned that there's a PlayStation 4 version which has everything, and since it's the PS4 compared to the DS, obviously the PlayStation 4 is going to be cheaper. Yeah. So I'm excited to pick that up because I think I can get it for, I don't know, $15-$18, which is great.
That is great. Yeah, we need to talk about game preservation and stuff like that on Wednesday, by the way.
Yeah.
That was a big thing that happened this past week with Nintendo.
Oh my God, everybody went wild with that. Oh man. So yeah, we'll talk about that Wednesday. Little preview. Shorty, my man, I have those as well. 999. There's a series of those. Yes, the first 999 is probably around $80 to $100. Then the sequel, you can get it for cheap on 3DS for like less than 20. And then the second sequel, or the third game, is $130 on eBay for a 3DS game. I'm not going to do that compared to getting a disc with all of it for $15.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's a topic for another day. Hauls. How about reads? Have you been reading anything cool that you want to chat about?
Yeah, man. So Saga came back, and I was really curious because it's been 3 years at this point since the last issue of Saga had dropped.
Yeah.
And I was kind of wondering if the magic was still there of what it was back then, because a lot of times what ends up happening is after such an extended and long hiatus, most readers move on. People kind of you lose your audience,
Yeah.
especially after 3 freaking years.
It's been a long
And
time.
yeah, and I will say this first issue coming back, I think it's 55. So I guess spoilers for a 3-year-old.
No, hold on. I don't know the spoiler.
Oh, you
So
don't? You're not
no, I'm
caught up.
not up to date. Sorry.
Oh, then I'll shut up.
I'll be honest. I read the first two deluxe hardcovers and then the third one just a little bit. And since it was on a hiatus, I just completely dropped it. So I have no idea what's happening.
Okay.
But you can be vague about it and kind of swim around the topic just for the readers out there.
I just won't mention that part then. So
Okay.
basically, what this whole issue was, it's getting everybody caught up because we've got a kind of a situation where it's a time skip, where I think it's about 5-6 years have passed, and a lot of the characters are older. Certain characters aren't there because things happen, and it's very much a setup. It's getting everybody back into the world, and it's getting everybody, like I said, catching everybody up to seeing where characters are.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. I I don't I don't know if it still has the oomph that it used to have because it's been away for so long. Um, that remains to be seen. But I did remember just how wild and crazy Saga can get because Vaughn doesn't hold anything back. Fiona Staples is a fantastic artist. She's so good in this book. She's really just something else. But it's that thing where I'm like, do I really want to read more of this? Like, there's so much other good stuff. Saga came out, I think, at the perfect time because it wasn't like there was a drought of good stuff, but it was at that time where Image was, I guess, the second renaissance of Image when we started getting some really knockout books from Image just every single week. And Saga was, I think, that book that kicked things off for a lot of people. I remember when that book first came out. I was in college, and it was you had to go to the comic shop and you had to pick it up that day if you got lucky because it sold out quick. And the first issue was going for, I think it was like almost hundreds of bucks when it first came out. It blew up. So I'm kind of wondering if they're going to be able to keep that and maintain that audience, and we'll see. Vaughn clearly has a story that he wants to tell. I just hope he finally gets to wrap this up because it's been so long at this point. We're 55 issues into this thing. How much longer he wants to keep going, I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially since the main protagonist, Hazel, is already, I think, canonically, she's probably like 16, 15 in the story at this point. So I'm not sure if he wants to basically tell her whole life story, but I'm interested to see where it goes. I'm definitely in.
I think I don't know what's happening, but that extended hiatus really did a number on that series because only like the hardcore fans, I think, are gonna continue reading that because it's been too long, and I can see a lot of people just moving on from the title, even if it's not finished. I think they should have worked on it maybe a year after that hiatus. It's been what, 3 years? You said
It's been about 3 years.
that's a lot, and in media, a lot happens in 3 years, and you forget. I have to go back and read the whole thing because I don't remember most of what I read. So yeah. So one day I'll catch up. I promise you guys at some point this year, I'll catch up on a Monday. I'll be like, hey guys, I read Saga. So, but until now, we'll see. Ghostly. This is pretty interesting because I don't like to talk about it because a lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it. I happen to love it. I know Ghostly hates it. I know
Mhm.
Lou isn't that big on it. We're talking about the DCEU stuff. I am a fan of 95% of it because I view it as an adaptation and it doesn't ruin the excitement or the fun of comics, or it didn't ruin my childhood like people like to say on the internet. I just like an alternate take on these
Mm.
characters. So the DCEU or whatever it's called, I've never liked that name. I think it's fun, and Marshall brings up a good point. The different multiverse project idea I really enjoy. There's the Arrowverse, which is its own separate Earth, and then the Earth One with Robert Pattinson Batman or whatever, and then the DCEU. That's my short answer. I like it.
Um, I mean, short answer for me is it's hit and miss. I like 2/3 of Man of Steel. I think the first flight in Man of Steel is one of the most beautiful and probably the best thing that Zack Snyder's ever directed. I think he absolutely nails it. And I hate the last third of that movie. Um, didn't care for Batman v Superman. Didn't care for Justice League, the Whedon cut. I did like the Snyder cut of Justice League. I thought that was actually really good. Love Shazam, love Aquaman, love the first Wonder Woman.
I was waiting for that. I was determining if I was going to kick you out of the stream or not, but good. I'm
Love
glad
the
that you liked Aquaman.
I did. Dude, for a while there, for a
I'm
while there,
joking.
Aquaman was that movie where I would put on just in the background because there's so much cool shit that happens to it, and I would
Yeah.
sit down and watch it when it started right away. I
Mhm.
really love the hell out of that movie. Um, the second Wonder Woman, I wasn't as big of a detractor as a lot of people were with the second Wonder Woman. I thought it was just okay. It was fun.
Hmm.
Um, that's it, right? That's pretty much it.
The two you forgot the two Suicide Squad movies.
The one Suicide Squad movie I thought was awesome. The James
The other
Gunn.
one you didn't like.
What other one?
The Oscar-winning Suicide Squad movie.
The bullshit.
I love saying that to people just to rile them up. Because you might remember, guys, it did win an Oscar for costume and makeup, I think, or whatever.
What was it running against that year? Because it shouldn't have won.
I don't remember. Star Trek, and some other crap. I don't know. I really don't know. It was back in 2017. It's been a while.
That
2016. Sorry.
that Killer Croc was fucking terrible. He looked horrible in that movie.
Mistakes were made.
Yes.
For me, my favorite DC movies. This is gonna be pretty. No, it's actually pretty easy. My top three would be, because I see Kenny putting on his top three there. Would be damn it, Batman v Superman, the director's cut, not the theatrical. Um, Aquaman and the Zack Snyder Justice League movie
Hmm.
cut, whatever. Because I that's what I really wanted to see, and not the Whedon thingamajig.
Mhm.
But those are my top three. Wonder Woman's great. I love all of them. Really, I'm just happy that they exist, and I have a good time watching them. Wonder Woman 84 was a letdown, but whatever. And yeah, they're all
Yep.
fun. Whatever. Can't wait for. A lot of people are hyped for the Batman movie, and I totally get it.
Yeah.
I'm more hyped for Black Adam, honestly, because I love the magical side of DC Comics, and to get Black Adam and the introduction of the Justice Society, I'm so in love with that, and I can't wait to see the best sorcerer in comics make his debut, which is Doctor Fate.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Here,
Doctor Strange fans, I went there. You can dislike the video.
here's okay. Here's the thing about here's the thing about that for me is I'm really jonesing to see the new Batman movie. I probably will go opening weekend with my family if we can scratch it. If not, then it's okay.
It's a long ass movie
Jesus, yeah,
for one superhero.
yeah. And not only that, I'm just tired of Batman. I really am. I'm so
I think that's part of why I'm not that excited to
yeah,
it, because I've read a lot of Batman stories and I've watched a lot of Batman throughout my life, whether
yeah.
it's animated, live action, retro with Batman 66. Like, yeah, Batman. Okay. Like, I don't think I'm missing anything if I don't see it right away. I'm good. I can wait.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited that they're doing the Riddler and Penguin, and it seems like the story seems pretty interesting, but it's a
Yeah.
Batman movie. I'm like you. I'm way more excited for Black Adam, especially with all of the, because it seems like it's not even Black Adam. It just seems like it's a JSA movie. Is what they're doing with this.
I think basically he's gonna get like the moving backstory, and then he's back into present time and causing some trouble, and the JSA comes knocking, and they're offering him a chance to do or be good and join their side or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. Hopefully, it does set up Shazam versus Black Adam, because that's going to be awesome. Because that's where they're headed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They've mentioned it as much, and I'm looking forward to. I just Zachary Levi standing next to the fucking Rock is going to be kind of interesting to see.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
true graphic novel, hype for Black Adam. Yeah. My concern with the Batman is that it looks like Christopher Nolan's version. Yeah, doesn't look like it changed anything. I wanted Batfleck movie. Same here. I'm still sad about that. I wanted to see a Batfleck solo film.
I did too. I wanted to
It's
see
Batman.
that.
Just live in it.
I really wanted to see that Arkham Asylum movie that him and Jeff Johns were working on.
Oh, that would have been badass.
Mm-hmm.
We also finished Peacemaker recently, because I see this comment about the Suicide Squad.
God.
Peacemaker was a lot of fun.
You finished it?
Yeah.
Well, okay, no spoilers. Were you happy about the cameo?
I thought it was wicked. It was pretty weird, because they're totally different
Yeah.
characters, and the way that it happens with the cameo at the end, I'm like, okay, we're doing it. Cool, nice. Everybody's on game for this. It's sad that we didn't get the whole set of characters without spoiling anything, but what are you gonna do? That was out of the director's hand. But still, it was pretty awesome. I was not expecting that. Kenny, more hyped about Black Adam than the Batman. Hell yeah. Also, this year's going to be pretty intense for DC properties. 5, right?
Yeah.
Because you got the Batman, you got Black Adam, you got Flash, Aquaman, Batgirl. Am I missing anything? Oh, and you just had Peacemaker.
Yeah.
6 live action properties. That is insane. And I think Young Justice premieres at some point this year, season 4, 5. I don't know.
They might just shadow drop it, because they did that last year. They shadow dropped Young Justice. I think it was after the DC event. They're like, and Young Justice is up in a few hours.
I need to watch that again. I still haven't seen season 3. Yeah. Season 3, yeah.
I've seen none of it.
I need to. I have season 1 and 2 on DVD. Nobody's gonna buy it from me, so I'll just stick with them. But I need to get the Blu-ray for season 3 and watch it, because I don't have HBO Max. Kenny says Peacemaker, Superman, and Lois, Stargirl are my favorite DC TV shows on HBO Max and the CW. Cool. How's Catwoman Hunted? Is that the new animated movie? I have no idea, Mr. Awesome. I'm not a fan of how that looks. That fake faux anime thing. No, not a fan. Sorry. Oh, and thank you, James. They also have DC League of Super Pets in May. So 7, right? 7.
Yeah, 7.
7. That's a lot. Cool.
I'm a little disappointed it doesn't have Beppo the super monkey in it.
That movie let me down because it's only Crypto. The rest of the animals, I'm like, I don't care about any of them. Yeah. Where's Streaky? Where's the freaking unicorn? Where's Topo, the octopus?
The horse?
The horse, yeah. It's not Ace, the Bad Hound, in that movie. It's a mutt. I'm like, what are we doing? I wanted to see the whole pantheon of DC animals, not just Crypto with like stragglers.
Where's Comet?
Comment, thank you.
It seems like they dropped the ball on that. I mean, who knows? Why don't you have Streaky? Like, at least give us Streaky.
There's literally a good 10 animals that are missing from that movie. I didn't want to see stragglers, like I just said. I thought it was going to be like the debut of all the different super pets.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if Gio, if you saw the Marvel Legends revealed today. Yeah, I want to talk about that on Wednesday because they look really cool. A lot of cool Marvel Legends figures. I posted that on our private chat for Omnibros. But let's go ahead and do a little previews action while we're at it. Since we're talking about DC properties, let's highlight some DC books. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't mention what I was reading. Sorry. I'll be quick about it. I made a video on my channel. If you want to check it out, A Week in Geekdom, I posted a first impressions video on a manga that I know a lot of people watching this show are not going to check out. And some of you might be disgusted by it, but I was in the mood to try anything, and I picked up Succubus and Hitman. So I read the first volume, and it is insanely badass, but also extremely not safe for work and inappropriate, and a lot of nasty scenes, and it's gross. But the action and premise I do like. Basically, this kid family gets murdered. He dies as well. And before he passes, he gets intercepted by a succubus. And in this book, the succubus cannot interact with humans. They need hitmen to kill off people so that they can consume the people, the whatever. So the succubus makes a deal with the hitman. He inhabits the body of a recently deceased young man, so he can come back to life. Now he's going to get his revenge. And as a result, he goes after bad guys to kill them to feed the succubus, while also looking for clues as to who murdered his family. So I like that stuff. It's sort of like your revenge R-rated film, but with a little fan service here and there with a voluptuous succubus. What's not to like?
Okay.
So I made a first impressions video on that if you want to check it out. And I still haven't finished reading Planets. I'm doing that. And I have an upcoming video on some Shonen Jump manga that just started because a lot of people like to watch that when I make those videos. Raphael, watch out with manga review videos. Omar got 2 strikes and copyrights. I know.
Damn.
I have I'm not saying I'm invulnerable to that. I have a slightly different tactic when I do manga videos, but I am careful with what I do and what I show. But thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, he got hit with those, and totally unfair for what he got hit with.
It's silly because Japan, not a diss against the people, but when it comes to the copyright world and business and suits and all that stuff, they're a million years behind on stuff. Simple things like fair use, for example. There's no concept of that over there. They even consider like YouTubers that critique work and works of art or whatever. That's frowned upon, and that they look at it like that's not a real art form, and the rest of the world would disagree.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, it's pretty archaic, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What we do need is to get the Show Pro Gambit situation. I made a video on that on my channel. What's needed is the ability to block Japan from the videos. The sad thing about that is that certain channels, if you're part of a network, you get access to that. But independent channels like this one or Omar or myself or whatever, we don't have access to that yet. So people are fighting for YouTube to implement that for everybody, so that if I can upload a manga video, I can block it from Japan. Because that's the easiest thing to do. And I don't know why. because that was a feature a long time ago, and then they took it out for creators, and now you have to be a big time creator and part of a high paying network of channels and stuff. So we'll see. All right, previews, guys, from DC Comics. Not a whole lot, but I am excited for Aquaman. I know it's not a collected edition, but I am excited. First issue's coming out, along with some variants. I know that the previous series was not as well received, but I'll read it eventually in trades. I'm just excited that we got a new Aquaman book. Here we go. We got DC Comics Generations. This, we've already talked about it before on the show. It's a hardcover. This is the trade paperback, collecting Generations Shattered #1, Forged #1, and the story Generations Fractured from Detective Comics 1027, or back when they renumbered the Detective Comics to the 1000s. So that's coming out. Oh my God, what is this? Look at that. What the hell is this? Interdimensional being. Oh, I've heard of this. Yeah, that's a nasty looking cover.
Soul Plumber.
Soul Plumber. The other thing that's coming out is the trade paperback version of Deceased Hope at World's End, collecting Deceased Hope at World's End digital chapters 1 through 15 for retail of $18. Speaking of Black Adam, there you go. Zombie Black Adam.
I really need to read that series.
Same. Yeah.
I know it's a lot, but I heard great things.
They also have the DC versus Vampires. I kind of want to check that out too. The other thing that's coming out is more single issues. Yay. Batman, more Batman. There's a Batman book here that I'm missing. What happened to it?
It's probably buried under all those Batman books.
The hell? Here it is. Sorry. I even put it in the freaking thumbnail. Batman the Imposter. Surprise, surprise. A new Black Label book that's about Batman. So this collects the first or the only 3 issues from Mattson Tomlin and Andrea Sorrentino. New Black Label book.
Cool.
Bruce Wayne's mission as the Batman has only been underway for a year or so, but he can't tell he's making a difference. Unfortunately, he's made some powerful enemies. All the traditional power brokers of Gotham resent the disruption the Batman has brought to town, and it seems one of them has a plan to neutralize him. There's a second Batman haunting Gotham's rooftops and alleys, and this one has no qualms about murdering criminals live and on tape. On tape, wow. With the entire might of the Gotham City Police Department and Gotham's rich and powerful coming down on his head, Batman must find this imposter and somehow clear his name. But how can you prove your innocence from behind a mask? So this is essentially Batman Year 2, but Black Label style. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, but we've seen this type of plot before, but Andrea Sorrentino art, yes, please. That's going to look amazing.
I mean, bottom line, the art alone is worth the price of admission, most likely. I haven't seen anything about this, but if it's Sorrentino and okay, great stuff.
So pretty slow week for DC, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Only those 3 books. Yep. Let's move on to the other stuff that's coming out. Here we have Image Comics. We have Excellence, trade paperback volume 2. Have you heard of this? Have you read this series before?
No, man. I've fallen off of Image so hard because they drop new #1s every single week, and it's so stupid trying to keep up with all the stuff they put out.
Yeah. This one is written by Brandon Thomas. Okay. I don't know. I like the cover, but I've not read it. Ice Cream Man. I know a lot of people like that, and that is getting a hardcover soon. Deluxe. I think it's a deluxe. So this is volume 7, containing how many issues? 25 to 28. Volume 7, Certain Descents. Okay. Man Eaters of Volume 4, Night Mary trade paperback from Remender? Really? That's a Rick Remender book? What the hell?
I don't know that. I don't know he had another one coming out.
It's a funky looking book. This is not, I'm sorry, this does not look like a Remender book.
No, it does not.
Meet Mary Spector, a misunderstood teenage girl trained to be a lucid dreamer. Mary's father runs a sleep disorder clinic where Mary enters the ghastly dreams of disturbed people, oh boy, in an attempt to help them. When a patient turns out to be a serial killer, the nightmare world and the waking one become intertwined, putting Mary in real jeopardy. Rick Remender and Kieran Dwyer. I hope I said that right. Take you on a visually magnificent walk through the mind. 5 issues of Night Mary.
I'm down.
I'm pretty sure at some point they're gonna do the Bloody Mary thing with the mirror and the urban legend. I guarantee you that's gonna happen in that book. I haven't read it, but it looks like they're alluding to that.
I can see that.
But stuff like this, stories like that, they creep me out. So no, thank you. Look at this. This is the most beautiful cover out of everything here. This is Phonogram, Volume 1, Rue Britannia, full colored edition. Look at that wonderful cover art. Love it.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Didn't this book come out like a few years ago?
I don't know. It doesn't have any info either. But it comes out this week. Weird.
I'm thinking about something else, maybe.
Rockstar and Softboy trade paperback one shot. It's coming out, as well as Saint Mercy trade paperback. Interesting. Kind of Mesoamerican thing going. Cool. Mm-hmm. From the writer of Jurassic World Evolution. What the hell?
No, that is not a selling point.
That's okay. Moving on. Dark Horse. Now I gotta check this out because everywhere else it's listed under a different date, but apparently, according to previews, we're getting Blade of the Immortal Deluxe Edition hardcover Volume 5. I assumed this was coming out March 15th. I don't know why it's here, so I need to check up on that. I don't know if I got the email or not. I don't think I did, but I'm gonna check either way because I was under the assumption that it was coming out March. Because it was previously solicited for February, and then it got delayed to next month. But if it does come out, awesome. Go pick it up. Cats, Girlfriends, and Cat Friends. That's weird.
Interesting.
Ooh, that reminds me. I gotta say something before the show ends. Parasomnia from Cullen Bunn. This looks awesome. I want to read this. Sin City Deluxe hardcover Volume 3, The Big Fat Kill, the 4th edition. This is part of that new wave of deluxe edition hardcovers that are coming out. You can get
Volume 3 and 4. Look at that.
Yeah, hardcover Volume 3 and trade paperback. Volume 3. Snow Angels from Jeff Lemire and Jock. Volume 1. This was a digital only title, right? First?
Right.
Interesting. Now it's getting the trade paperback release. Cool. So if you're a fan of Jeff Lemire, he's a fan of the show, good friend of ours, go pick up this book with art by Jock. If you're wondering about Parasomnia, this is from Cullen Bunn, and it says here, after his son disappears, a broken down man braves a nightmarish dreamscape in order to find him and battle the ruthless cult that seeks to rule the land of dreams as the barrier between realities starts to collapse. I'm excited for this. I want to check it out. So this has 4-issue miniseries. Okay.
That sounds cool. That sounds really cool.
IDW, we got Animal Stories, as well as Star Wars High Republic Adventures Straight Paperback Volume 2 coming out. This IDW section is going to look super empty once they lose the license to Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Did you see they're doing the that last Transformers series or whatever it is? It's basically the last Ronin, but it's a Transformer.
Yeah. I want to check it out. I don't read Transformer comics, but I want to check it out.
It'll probably be
DC,
filler.
DC, we just did that. Marvel has a lot of cool stuff coming out as well. Doctor Strange Epic Collection trade paperback Reality War. Extreme Carnage trade paperback. Marauders by Dugan Volume 4 trade paperback edition. This is cool. Marvel Portfolio Mark Brooks. I'm a huge fan of Mark Brooks. I met him in real life. He's a really nice guy.
Cool.
I have like 4 different posters or giant art prints from him signed. So yeah, he's awesome. Reign of X trade paperback volume 9. Warlock by Jim Starling Gallery Edition hardcover. Way of X by Simon Spurrier volume 1. And an omnibus release with 3 covers. What If the original Marvel series volume 2 hardcover. The standard one right here with What If Wolverine Killed the Hulk or whatever. And then you got these other 2 covers right here. Chat, if you're getting this book, let us know which one you're getting of the 3 covers. I think the coolest one has to be the Wolverine one. Yeah, I like that. I like that one the best.
What If stuff was always cool.
Unlike the TV show.
No, the TV show was terrible. But the What If comics were actually pretty good.
I'm kidding, Chad. Don't dislike us. I'm kidding. But it's real. It's true.
The TV show was terrible. But, hey, it seems like we're getting Supreme Strange out of that in the Multiverse of Madness. So I'm all for that.
Did we talk about that trailer, Doctor Strange?
No, I don't think so.
We haven't? Ooh,
No,
okay.
sure.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Because the internet is wild, guys. They make up a lot of random crap about that movie.
Okay, but here's the thing. They did get Toby and Andrew were going to be in that Spider-Man movie.
Yeah. But they're saying like Nova's going to be in it, and
okay, never mind.
Oh my God, what's her name? Monica Rambeau. What's her superhero name?
Ion,
Photon, Proton, whatever.
Photon.
I saw the image of Doctor Strange variant of him with like Captain Marvel with the suit and everything. And when I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh, cool, that's him, powered up. And I didn't think I didn't think much of it. Sorry. And then I go to the internet, and the internet just went wild with crazy theories and conspiracies and people fighting. I'm like, it's a trailer. Calm down. They do this on purpose. I think it's just a variant of Strange, but whatever. We'll talk about that later. More Marvel books. We got Wolverine by Benjamin Percy, Volume 3, and X-Force by Benjamin Percy, Volume 4. And look at this cover. This is the variant cover or DM, whatever you call it. This is the one you got to get. X-Men Omnibus hardcover, Volume 1, new printing. I know X-Men aficionados are excited for this. I wouldn't really recommend getting it, but if you need it for your collection, you got to pick it up, right?
Don't get this. I'm warning you right now. Don't. We usually try to steer you guys in the right direction.
Yeah.
We are warning you right now. You can be the most diehard fan for the X-Men. You probably will not like this unless you're Omar or Riley and you have every single thing that X-Men has ever put out. It's not good. It's not even fun, honestly. I didn't think it was fun when I tried to slog through it.
Yeah, it's such a freaking. I'm not gonna say it. Anyways, Dynamite. One book from Dynamite. We got Skype Captain and the Art of Tomorrow.
Holy shit!
Hardcover. You remember that movie?
Jesus.
So yeah, art book of that in hardcover format. Boom Studios Eve. Eve looks interesting. I do want to check this out. And it's Boom, so I guarantee you it's going to be a low print run and it's going to sell out because that's what happened with what's the name of the book?
Killing the children.
No. The one that Ram V did recently. Layla Starr. Many Deaths of Layla Starr or whatever. That is pretty much sold out everywhere because it was a low print run of trade paperbacks. So Boom has a history of doing this. So if you see a Boom Studios book and it looks cool to you, pick it up. Don't ignore that. But Eve says here, when the ice caps melted, most of humanity was lost to the hidden disease that was released. Now a mysterious girl named Eve has awoken in secret and must deal with a world that's nothing like the virtual reality of her upbringing. Accompanied only by Wexler, her robotic caretaker and teddy bear, and protector sheathed in her favorite teddy bear, Eve must embark on a deadly quest across the country to save her father. Along the way, she will not only contend with the threats of a very real world that await her, but the lies we tell our children in the name of protecting them. In the spirit of his critically, I don't want to read any of this, delivering a powerful dystopian adventure about the world we leave behind. I want to check this out from Victor something and other people that I'm not going to pronounce. But it looks really cool, guys. And the other section, I'm going to go by this real quick. We talk about this on Manga Night, so you're just going to see a bunch of manga here. But, however, there are a couple graphic novels. Archie 1000 Page Comics Glory, trade paperback, Arcade World, Volume 2, Zombie Invaders, Action Tank, graphic novel, Blacksmith from Ahoy Comics. There we go. Sorry. Best of Attack on Titan, colored edition. Come Over from Drawn and Quarterly. Frink and Freud from Self-Made Hero. Goddess Girl, Athena the Brain, whatever. Kids books. Gold Digger. Okay. Gold Digger, Heroes in Training.
Okay.
Yeah. His Dark Materials, Subtle Knife. More manga. From Humanoids, Hodorowski's Library, Son of a Gun, Pietrolino is coming out. Carl the Viking, Volume 1. Manga. Montague Twins, Volume 2 hardcover, Devil's Music. Not All Robots from AWA Studios. Olympia hardcover from Fantagraphics. One Hit Wonder from Fair Square Comics. 100 columns for Razor Cake Compilation Comics 2003 to 2020. Our Little Secret hardcover from Drawn and Quarterly. Is there more manga, right? Yeah. Behemoth has Paranormal Hitman. More manga.
That's a lot of manga.
Yeah. Seven Deadly Sins Omnibus. All this is manga. Zenoscope has the Van Helsing box set. So if you want some fan service in your life and you like Van Helsing, get that. I don't promise it to be any good, but at least you'll like looking at the pretty pictures. Behemoth has Vietnam Horror Volume 1, and Behemoth also has You Promised Me Darkness Volume 1. So that's that.
All right.
Boo, Silver Age X-Men were my favorite Marvel comics of the 60s. Young people don't appreciate the good stuff. I love, Jeff, that you love that stuff, and that's awesome. But we're typically just horsing around. Don't get upset at us. And I know you're not upset. Just, pointing it out for new people out there already typing their hateful comments. Critique Geek, they get it. Damn, that cover's fire, right? The one that I showed for the X-Men Omnibus. Pretty sure that's the one you were talking about. Raphael says for Eve, she just wakes up after the apocalypse and has to save her father.
Yeah,
We'll see,
it goes
unless
like
he's frozen cryogenically or whatever. Because I don't know how he'll survive, but we'll see. Snow Angels, thank you, James. Yeah, that was a Comixology Unlimited. Rest in peace, Comixology. It's not the same.
All right, man. I'm getting tired.
Okay.
Let's wrap this up.
So previews. Thank you, everybody. Let me give a shout out to the sponsor of this episode, and of course, most of these books you're going to get them tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is, of course, InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of the Omnibros live show here at the Omnibus Collectors Network. Up to 50 to even 60% off. Loyalty discounts tack on an extra 2% to that. If you order $50 or more, you get free shipping. IST is your home for all things collected editions, whether it be an omnibus, hardcover, trade paperback, all that fun stuff. Go ahead and check it out. Fantastic, wonderful, a great website that has been sponsoring us since the beginning for many years now. And we're huge fans, and hopefully you guys check it out and get amazing deals on your collected editions. And don't forget, next week, $50 gift card giveaway, courtesy of InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on YouTube. So give me 2 more minutes before we wrap up. Comics Guide, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Comics Guide 101 on Twitter and on YouTube, where you can see an archive of old videos.
All right. You can find my channel, that's A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime and manga, and I usually leave the comic book talk for this show right here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You guys are wonderful. Sorry it was a shorter episode, but I'm getting old, and I'm getting tired every day. But we'll be back Wednesday for Media Night, and we're going to talk about the Doctor Strange trailer. I know we're late on that, but what are you going to do? Video games, comic news. I promise we will be talking comic news and a bunch of other stuff. We'll see what happens. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to everybody watching later. Let us know in the comment section what you're picking up this week. Very interested in finding out. So thank you. God bless. Stay safe. Catch you guys on the next stream Wednesday night.